Good evening, everyone. This is just a little update, a few things that are going on over the weekend and on Sunday, and also we'll be dropping in on one of our members to see how they're doing. So yeah, this Sunday, Brian's going to be continuing the little series that we've been doing with David whenever he's being pursued by Saul, and we're thinking about where do we turn when one thing consumes. So we've already seen that we can turn to others. We've seen that we shouldn't turn in on ourselves, and on Sunday we'll be thinking about turning to grace. So that's this coming Sunday at 11. There'll be Kids Zone live as usual at 10 o'clock before it. And then at 5, we're going to have our prayer meeting. And if you can, please join us for that on Zoom. The details will go out later in the week to let you know how to get in. Then last week we had our quiz on Saturday night, which seemed to go down well with those who took part, and we thought it might be quite fun to regularly have something like a quiz over just every week or every few weeks or something like that. So we thought a good challenge for this coming week would be to do what is called a pangram. Now, I never heard that word before until Sue Scott Baclue sent it to me earlier in the week. But a pangram is when you write a story that is 26 words long, and you start with the letter A, and every word has to start with the subsequent letter of the alphabet. So you start with A, finish with Z, and you have all the letters in between, and they have to make a story with words starting with that letter. It's maybe better if I give you an example. So this is not my example. This is the one that Sue sent me, and it's this. A British coronavirus doctor examines fat gent. He is jolly kind, likeable man. Notes on patient query really succinct. Test urgently. Virus? Question mark. Will X-ray? Use Zoom. So that's an example of a pangram. So the idea would be that you take some time over the weekend, if you want to, it's just for fun, and try and write a pangram. It'd be amazing if you could write one that was biblical, but you don't have to. It'd be quite a hard task, I think, but why not give it a go, see what you come up with. Send anything that you write to me or to Steve McClure, and maybe we'll read a few of them out at some point, either on Sunday or next week at some point. So that's, I think, all the notices. Now, I have a little interview to play of someone who's not even in Carlisle at the moment, who's staying with relatives down near London. This is the little chat that I had with June Kennedy earlier today. Well, good afternoon, June. It's lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Hello, it's lovely to see you too. Thank you. I'm being very well cared for. Thank you.
Oh, excellent. And just for those who maybe don't know, Jane, where exactly are you?
I'm actually at Cookham, which is in Berkshire, about 20 miles out of London.
Okay. And are you staying with some family down there?
Yes, our eldest son.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. So it's great to be able to have a little chat with you and see how you're doing. I'm sure lots of the church will be very happy to find out. So What is life looking like for you at the moment down in Berkshire?
Well, it's looking very beautiful. The weather is lovely. They have a lovely garden, and they're very kind. I'm not allowed to go out of the grounds because I'm so old. So I've been here. The thing is that at Kingston Court, I was there one Wednesday evening, left at 7:15, planning to go back the next day at 10:30. And at 10 o'clock, I got a message to say, terribly sorry, but we've decided we're going to close Kingston Court to visitors. Mm-hmm. And I think they were among the very first people to close down. And it's worked well for them because they've had very few cases.
Mm-hmm. And this is where Roger is, Kingston Court, isn't that right?
Roger is in Kingston Court. It so happened, well, it's God's happening. And our son had come up to see his dad. And so I knew then that I wouldn't be able to go and see Roger. Mm-hmm. I also wouldn't be able to go and spend any time with Rosie, our daughter, because of her cancer. And David said, look, Mum, you're going to be all by yourself. Let me take you down south to the rest of the family. So very, very, very short notice. I left that day. And I've been very, very blessed because I couldn't be with David because he had the church and, of course, was out and about. So I came to Andrews and I've been very, very well cared for here. Thank you.
Well, that's great. So you mentioned the positives there of being cared for by your son and spending some time in a warmer part of the country. But what's been difficult? And I think I know what the answer to this question is going to be, but I'll ask it anyway. What's been difficult? What have you found hard about this time during lockdown?
Just not being able to be with Roger. We have half an hour a day on my iPad, which is the sort of special part of the day. David, in the short time that he was up, was able to go in and set up a little camera. So I can switch that camera on, but they know that we've got it, because obviously I wouldn't hide that from them. But I realize that it is in some ways more distressing. So I tend to put it on first thing in the morning, see if he's all right. And I put it on when I go to bed at night and see that he's all right. And try not to do it apart from that. I just never, ever imagined. We've been married for 63 years. And we'll both be 87 in a few days' time. And just never imagined that possibly towards the end of our lives, we wouldn't be able to be together.
Yeah.
The only comfort is that God knows. And he's got something to teach us. And I just hope, because I'm learning that.
Yeah. And how is Roger in himself at the moment?
He is being, when he went in September last year, they thought he would probably, because he was really quite ill, but there was nothing else they could do for him in the hospital. Apart from anything else, he's got liver cancer.
Yeah.
And we really thought that he would die quite soon, but he has just been so incredibly well cared for. I just cannot say how good they are there. And he's still with us.
Yeah.
Well, he's still there. Still not with me. He's still there.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful to them. for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the other thing to ask is just about prayer, Jane. And I think you've highlighted one area that we certainly need to pray for you and for Roger. And that, do you want to be maybe specific about what we can pray for with regard to that?
It's very distressing on days when he really can't quite understand why I'm not there or why I'm not going.
Mm.
And I think what I'd love prayer for is for him, that he would be able to recognize that the reason why I'm not there is not because I don't love him.
Yeah.
But it's because of the situation with this horrible coronavirus. And yeah, I mean, I realize how much I've got to be thankful for, that he's not in a care home where he's not well cared for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I suppose really there are some days when I say to the Lord, I don't understand it, Lord. Why now? But he knows why. And I've got to accept that and know that he will keep me through it, and he'll keep Roger through it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we will definitely pray for you in that. And I hear you've been able to connect a little bit with some folk up here. Have you been joining a Thrive group? Is that right?
Yes. And that's lovely. I really, really enjoyed that. Look forward to that. But also, I would say how kind so many folk from church have been in writing, in keeping in touch. I tell you, I just feel so blessed that there's so many people who are just so kind and keeping in touch and asking and praying for us. So yeah, Hebron, thank you very much indeed. And it's lovely these Sundays to be able to join in and hear what's happening.
I guess that is the one of the blessings about being in lockdown and having to go online, is that you can now access church services and Thrive groups from anywhere in the world, never mind anywhere in the country. It's I think that is a blessing for those who aren't around. It's not the same, obviously, as being there in the flesh, but it is great to have to be able to have conversations like this, and we're blessed to have technology like this. But thank you, June, for sharing a little bit how you're doing, and I'm sure, as I said, I'm sure everybody in church will be glad to see your face and to hear about how you've been doing. So thank you very much, and we'll hopefully see you soon. All right.
Yeah, the sooner the better. I tell you, the moment that is lifted, I tell you, I don't know which of my children, but the other maddening thing is they're all down here, but I can't see them.
Oh, I know.
Can't meet them, you know.
Yeah.
They're within, a few miles. It's quite, Anyway, teaching. Well, I hope it's teaching me patience. Patience has never been one of my good points. So perhaps I'm having to learn hard way. But thank you. I really do want to thank you. Thank you all. I mean, Hebron has been a very, very special place for us ever since we moved to Carlisle. I've got so many lovely friends there. So thank you all.
All right.
And
you take care now, June. All
okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, it was really great earlier to catch up with June and see how she's doing down there. And we really ought to continue to commit her to our prayers as she said, she just misses her husband terribly, and yeah, she needs our prayers. Roger needs our prayers too. So let's keep praying for them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on Sunday. Take care now. Bye.